Good evening, dear students. This is Mr. Abdurrahman. This is going to be the first video for you, grade 8, to explain what was presented in today's quiz. And I'm going to try to take you step by step toward how to solve these problems. There's going to be 4 problems of them, and as you can see, the first one is asking you to find or to simplify the expression 5c minus d minus 3d minus 2c. We say that when we're dealing with these problems and is asking us to simplify, we are taking the like terms first, okay? So you rearrange by making it looks like this, 5c minus 2c. Why you are rearranging? To make it easier for you to solve it. After that, you take the other two expressions that contain the variable d, and you will say that it's going to be minus d minus 3d, okay? After that, you will say that is going to be equal to what? The first part here, 5c minus 2c, is going to be 3c. And then you're going to go to this part, which is going to be minus d minus 3d. Minus 3d minus 3d is going to be minus 4d. So the answer is going to be 3c minus 4d. If you solve this, you're going to get the 2 marks. Now for the second question, it's an expression saying s equal ut plus half at squared. It said to find the value of s, so it means that you need to find what s equal to, with the fact that u is going to be equal to 5.2 and t is going to be equal to 5, while a is going to be equal to 1.6. So when you're going to try to solve it, you're going to take it step by step. So you'll say that s is going to be equal to what? First of all, you put inside of a bracket or whatever you like. It's going to be the value of u, which is going to be 5.2. 5.2 is going to be multiplied in the value of t, which is going to be 7. And all of that is going to be plus the half. Okay, you can keep it as a half, or you can say that it's equal to 0.5. It's up to you. Multiplied in a, which is going to be 1.6, and it's multiplied in t squared, so it's going to be multiplied in t squared. T is equal to 7 and it's going to be squared. After that, you're going to try to do the calculation. All the numbers, you have them in front of you, but you need to keep in mind for the BODMAS priority. BODMAS is the idea of making operations happen from left to side, from the left side to the right side, but with priority. So how many operations do you have? You have multiplication, you have plus, you have multiplication, multiplication. So first of all, you deal with this part here. So you will say that s is going to be equal to 5.2 multiplied in 7, which is going to be equal to 36.4. After that, all of that is going to be equal to what? Plus 0.5. But before writing that, you go to the next operation, which is going to be plus. Plus what? All of that is going to be plus all of that. Okay? Because multiplication here, multiplication and this multiplication, they have priority over the plus over here. So you multiply these, all of these together, to find out the value of. So you're going to multiply 0.5 by 1.6 multiplied by the square of 7. And remember, the square of 7 is going to be equal to 7 multiplied by 7, which is going to be equal to 49. So all of that, the 0.5 multiplied by 1.6 by multiplied by 49 is going to be equal to 39.2. And when you add these two values together, you're going to discover that s is going to be equal to 75.6, and that's the final solution. S is going to be equal to 75.6. If you solve this, you're going to get 2 marks. Now to the third question. The third question is asking you to factorize completely. And we studied factorizing. Factorizing is relying on the idea of understanding how to find the highest common factor for the variables that you have in front of you. So factorizing consists of the idea of multiplying something outside of the bracket, and you don't know what is it, and inside of the bracket you're going to have variables. So first of all, you look at the numbers. Here you have 21 and you have 28. When I think about the HCF, the highest common factor, which is representing, basically, to put it shortly for you and simply, the biggest number that could be divided on both of them. So the biggest number could be divided on 21 and 28 is going to be 7. After that, you look at the letter here. This is a square, and here you have AB. So when I tell you a square and the other one has AB, what is the common between them? What is the HCF? What's the highest common factor? Of course, it's going to be A. So A, because B here, you don't have B. So you can the only common thing between these two variables is A. So you're dealing with how many things outside of the bracket? 7 and A. So you will say that 7A, you're going to take it outside. It's going to be multiplied inside of the bracket, and here you have plus. So you're going to just keep the plus here. So now what's the value here that is going to be left from the 21a square when you have 7a outside? Of course, it's going to be 3, because 21 could be produced from multiplying 7 by 3. And beside the 3, you're going to have another a. This is what factorizing is, because when you check this, when you multiply all of that to this, it's going to be equal to 21a squared, which is the first term. This is what factorizing is about. So the first thing is going to be 3a. Now, when we look at the other term here, the 28ab, so I've taken 7a outside. It means that I can put in the second, what's the number that I multiply by 7 to get 28? It's going to be 4. And I have AB, and I know that A outside, so I'm not gonna write A here, so it's gonna be actually 4B. So this is the full factorizing of this example. It's gonna be equal to 7A multiplied, open bracket, 3A plus 4B. Okay, this is the solution for this problem, and it's going to be rewarded with 2 marks. The last question was talking about expanding and simplifying. Expanding, it should be easy for you. Okay, you look at the number that you have in front of you. You're gonna multiply 6 outside the bracket with what's inside of the bracket. So 6 multiplied in 2y is gonna be equal to 12y. Okay, and then you're gonna multiply 6 with the minus 3, which is gonna be minus 18. After that, you go to what you have here. You're gonna multiply the other thing with the bracket, minus 5. Minus 5 multiplied y is gonna be minus 5y, and minus 5 multiplied by 1 is gonna be minus 5. So now you take the like terms, the 12y minus 5y, which is gonna be equal to 7y, and you take the other like terms, the minus 18 and the minus 5, is going to be equal to minus 23. This is the solution this is as simple as possible for this problem. It's going to be equal to 7y minus 23, and you're going to get rewarded 2 marks for this. I hope that this video was useful and informative for you. See you in other videos, and that's it for today. Take care and see you tomorrow, guys.